Okay, for this next motorcycle, we'll be using 4 1/60s. I've chosen 3 yellow, 1 black, all blown up with about 3 to 4 inches of tail left on the end. We're going to start with one of our yellows. Trim that excess off. There we go. We're going to start with our handlebars on this particular spot. So make a little small bubble about 3/4 of an inch. Little small tiny bubble, probably less than ½ an inch. Make that a pinch twist. Our first handlebar we're going to make about 3 inches long. Now we need to make another small pinch twist, basically to hold things in place. Now what we want to do with this, we're going to make, this is going to be part of our gas tank, so about a 2½ inch bubble there. And we're going to make about 1.5 inch bubble there. That's going to be part of the seat. Hang on to those. Make about a ½ inch little small bubble. Make that into a pinch twist on the back. Now we need another bubble the same size as that one. Twist those together. It'll probably come undone, but don't worry about that. Now we need another bubble the same size as that coming up back up along here. And then we're going to finish our handlebars like this. Another handlebar the same size as the first. Another little pinch twist. And then the little handle on the end. Take this excess off. And there we go. And as previously stated, that came undone back there, but not to worry, we'll pull it back together. So now we're going to take our second yellow 1/60. Make sure it's kind of soft. Now what you want to do is we're going to take and twist the nozzle into this pinch twist at the base of the handlebars. And we're going to make our front fork. So what we want to do is we're going to make a little small, about a 3/4 inch bubble. Make a little small tiny bubble for a pinch twist. And then our front fork there, which when it's sitting up, it's going to be slightly shorter than those. Now we're going to make 2 small pinch twists side by side. So there's the first. Another small bubble, there's the second. And now we're going to make our front rim, or front spokes for the front wheel. So make about a ½ inch bubble, another ½ inch bubble. Make just a series of ½ inch bubbles, and need another one. Now the second and third we're going to twist together. Now we'll make 2 more, keeping them all about the same size. Twist those next 2 together. And then 2 more. And twist those together. Now we've got 3 little groups of 2 in our single, so what we're going to do is come, well then. Okay, we're going to take our second 1/60. We're going to take the knot in, the nozzle in, twist it into that pinch twist at the base of the handlebars. And we're going to proceed to make our front forks. So what you're going to do is make about a ½ inch bubble, no larger than 3/4 of an inch. Then make a little small bubble to make into a pinch twist there. Now for the remainder of the front forks, about a 2-inch bubble. And we're going to make 2 small pinch twists side by side. So there's the first bubble, make that into a pinch twist. The second little small bubble, make that into a pinch twist. And now for our front spokes in the front rim. We're going to make a series of little small, about ½ inch bubbles. So make your first one, a second, and then a third. And you want to try to keep them all pretty close to the same size. Now twist the second and the third together. Then we're going to make 2 more, number 4 and number 5. Twist those 2 together, number 4 and 5. And now 1 more pair. And then twist those 2 together. Now we've got 3 pairs of 2 and our single where we started. So to finish that, we're going to come back up alongside that one there with another bubble, same size again, and twist that back in with that first solitary one into the 2 pinch twists there. And that's going to be your front spokes for your front tire. Now we're going to come back up alongside our fork, complete that portion. And then again up alongside the little short one. Put those together. And now we're going to complete our gas tank. So we're going to take and bring our body, we have a bit of a diamond there, bring those together and go ahead. Now you can twist those and then bring what you have left down along the top there, twist it into the middle point. Now we're going to come underneath, make about, maybe a 3/4 inch bubble, a little small bubble for a pinch twist, and then we're going to come back up into the body there. And now we can take the remainder of this off. We're done with it. I'm going to go ahead and tie that and tuck that up in there. And what we have so far, our handlebars, our front fork, the spokes for our front wheel. This will be the gas tank, the bottom of the seat, and we're going to attach this. It's going to be part of our frame. So we're going to take our third 160. And again, we're going to start with the nozzle and twist it in the base of the handlebars where we attach the second one. And now you're going to come down, and if you look at it, you can see where it's going to be sitting upright. You want to come down where it's close to level with that across there. So measure however far you think your bubble will need to be. Make one bubble, then make a little pinch twist. And now, again, measure across to get to this point here so that you get a nice little L shape there. Twist that into that pinch twist we created there. And then we're going to come back just slightly longer than the seat to give it a bit of shape sticking out there. Twist a bubble there. Now we're going to put part of our back spokes. So we're going to do those like we did our front here. So we're going to make our little small bubbles just like we did before. Only this time we won't have to start with a single. We're just going to make some pairs. So there's the first pair, lock them together. Another pair, and lock it together. And we're only going to do these two on the back. And now we want to come up to connect to the back of our seat. And you can hold it and see where we're getting our nice shape there. Not quite a 90 degree there. Going to the back of the seat, pinching that pinch twist on the back of the seat. Now come back down again, twist into your rear spokes. Now we're going to come back up along and just reduplicate this, that bubble, that one, and that one up into our handlebars. So measure so that it's the same. Twist it into that pinch twist. Again for that one there, into that pinch twist, and then alongside this front one here, and into that pinch twist there. And we'll just take off this excess and secure it in there nicely. And there we have the basic frame for our motorcycle, and as you can see it's starting to take shape rather nicely. Now we're going to take our black 160, and what we're going to do with it is we're going to create, it's going to be our engine, our seat, and then our two wheels. So let's start by making our wheels. So we'll start with the front wheel. So you want to take the knot, the nozzle end, twist it into those two pinch twists above our front spokes, just like that. And then you'll want to wrap it around your spokes till you come back to those two pinch twists, and then just twist it into those two pinch twists there to create our front wheel. Now we're going to pop this off, making sure to keep it inflated. Tie that off, and then we'll just secure this in here very nicely. Tuck that away. So there's our front wheel. Now for our back wheel, this is going to be a little bit trickier because what we're going to have to do is not only wrap around this, but tuck it up in here to fill that gap a little bit. So you're going to have to kind of force it up through there, and the fun one will be this one back here. This is where it gets just a little bit tricky. And I found the easiest way to do this is tuck it up in from there and push a little bit extra and then try to push it to the back, and all we'll need to do is get enough sticking out of the back of that nozzle so we can grab a hold of that nozzle and tie on when we come around and make our loop. I'll get a little bit more in there so it's poking out. There we go. And then we're going to wrap around our back spokes, and what you want to do once you get back here is figure out about where it's going to need to be to tie in, twist that off, and again, keep this excess, we're going to need it. Now tie this, and then come around again. And it doesn't matter if it necessarily goes around those spokes for the moment, sometimes it's easy to take it off of them. And then tie those two loose ends together there. Now, push it back around the spoke, and then you want to kind of push it up into there. Pause. Okay, now we're going to take the remainder of that and we're going to make our back. Well, this gets a little trickier because we're going to have to take and poke it up through that gap there and that gap there. What it'll do is we'll poke it through there and into there and then wrap it around and come up and tie in there. So I'm going to start by poking it up through here. Just try to pull a little bit up through there. This is really tricky. It can be a bit frustrating at times. And then get, there we go, the nozzle end sticking out of the back there, or not in, I should say. Enough that I can grab that and tie onto that in a moment. Now we're going to take and wrap around our back spokes, and we're going to come around and measure about to where you'll have just enough to tie it on there and make your back wheel. And we're going to pop this excess off, making sure you keep the remainder because we'll need that in a moment. Tie that off there, and now we're going to bring that up and tie these two ends together here. Just like that. And then we want to try to pull that back around just enough so we can get where we tie those two together up in between there so it hides that joint we just created. And then put it around your spokes. And now we have our back wheel. Straighten it up so you can see it. I'm going to shape these while you're thinking about that. So pull them up like that. Now we're going to take what's left, and we're going to again tie in up there at the handlebars. Twist it into that. Now you're going to come down, and you want to come down a little shorter than that bubble there. Make a twist, and then make a little small bubble, make that a pinch twist. So that'll rest in there. And you're going to come back up into this section here and have it come out like that, so where it just goes in and comes up there to give the illusion of an engine, just so you fill that gap in. And then we're going to use this to create our seat, kind of soften it, and we're going to come back to the back seat here. And then I'm going to lay it back up alongside it. Measurable the same size, and what I'm going to have to do is tuck this through here. A little bit tricky there. So I can come out the other side to secure that. And because that is not twisted in real tight, when we take this off, we're definitely going to want to tie this piece off. Unless you want your back seat going flat. So tie a knot in that, and then just tuck that up into your seat there. And there we have a little bit more of an old-fashioned version of a motorcycle.